Hi again, everyone. I'm Mike Lewis for UWBadgers.com with Tuesday's practice report from Camp Randall Stadium. The Badgers worked out today with crowd noise in preparation for Saturday's game at Chicago's Soldier Field against Northern Illinois. What are some of the things that goes into a team's success on the road?
Coach Bielema is always preaching, penalty-free, mistake-free, and he kind of told us after practice, even more important on the road. A turnover, you can get a crowd back into it. You give all the opposing team all the momentum. A penalty, can take away a first down, and when you're on the road, all those things they're just a little bit more escalated, and you really got to play smart, and you just got to do your assignment and not make mistakes.
Biggest thing is being more focused. Every mistake you make is going to be magnified there. With their crowd, everything, you have to play a perfect game.
Over the last few years, the Badgers have been one of the most efficient offensive teams in the red zone. They've also been one of the least penalized teams in the country. Those two elements seem to go hand in hand. What are some of the other things that factor into a team that can score consistently in the red zone?
When you get in the red zone, you're always shooting for touchdowns, but that gets really important. Red zone efficiency and everything else that goes into it. You want to get touchdowns. You want to come out with 6 points. 7 with the extra point and whatnot. And one of my coaches in high school, he always said, and they preach it here too, a field goal to a defense, that's almost like a stop for them. You get inside the 20-yard line and they're able to hold you out. That's big for a defense, and it almost gives them some momentum.
It's very important to any team. If you can't put points on the board when you get after a long drive, what's that say about you? It's not going to lead to many wins and many points. For the O-line, just tells us to get big, play hard, and get low.
Much has been said and written this week about Dave Dorn, the former Badger assistant, now being the head coach at Northern Illinois. How do the players look at that? When they're on the field Saturday, they look to that opposite sideline and see a familiar face in Dorn. What will be their reaction if they have any?
He was a great coach when I was here. He did a lot of good things, but he's moved on. Good for him. We have to come in, play our hardest, and whatever he throws at us, we just have to adjust to it and then get our offense going.
Okay. Everyone's making the big hype about playing them and stuff, and everyone's excited for it. And for us, we just got to go out there. We got to play our game. And he used to coach here. We all know him personally, but both teams are going to come out and we're going to try and get in each other's face, and we're going to hit each other. And it's going to be who wants it more. So just looking forward to the game.
That's Tuesday's practice report from Camp Randall Stadium. Check back with us on Wednesday when we'll talk with Marcus Cromartie about his role in the Wisconsin defense against Northern Illinois. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Lucas for UWBadgers.com.